So AstroLabs launched in October last year. We're coming into 1 year now. We're a co-working space / tech hub. Effectively what we do is we have what we call hardware and software for startups. On the hardware side, we have a state-of-the-art co-working space with internet, training room facilities, meeting rooms. We have a device lab. You can test your product on various screen sizes, coding cave. So everything you need to basically run your business, including free food and snacks and whatever it is you need on the hardware side. On the software side, we're a GFE partner, so that's Google for Entrepreneurs, which means that any one of our members has access to any of the GFE hubs anywhere in the world. They have access to the platform, competitions. And beyond that, we have about 40 mentors, 13 of which are Google. These mentors are spread across different verticals, different industries. They're all entrepreneurs themselves, or they have deep industry expertise. And our community has access to all of them whenever they need advice. And beyond that, I think what we do what's different is that we subsidize licenses. We have a subsidized licensing program with the DMCC, so we're able to basically get effectively startups to register themselves in Dubai, start a business, pay us a monthly fee without having to pay those upfront costs. I mean, typically it would cost you 50,000 dirhams potentially to get a business registered here, to get a flexi desk, you have to stand in line, you have to deal with a lot of requirements. Through our relationship with the DMCC, we have a dedicated relationship manager that can manage the entire process for you. The entire thing is digital. You can be sitting in the US, in Europe, in Africa. You can start the process digitally, sign a digital contract with us, provided you meet our criteria, each of you. And we waive the entire registration fees up front. So you just pay a monthly fee. Sort of facilitates that early stage growth, those cash flows that are pretty important for entrepreneurs at that stage. So, I mean, that's AstroLabs in a nutshell. Today we have about 80 startups, 150 members across different verticals, all different industries. Some of them are new entities that have been established here. Others are subsidiary companies that are in the US or Europe or France who are looking to sort of establish themselves here and set up a branch through us. Well, I mean, at first they have to apply online. We have quite a detailed application form, which sort of covers the business. We have 3 kinds of licensing packages, well, effectively 2. One is a licensed membership package, which requires entrepreneurs to be a little more ready to take on a business license, a business plan in place, potentially a product. They're effectively getting a license, they're taking that leap to become a business owner. It's a bit of a risk, so we have quite a rigorous interview process in which we dive into the business plan, we dive into their marketing plan, we dive into their numbers, into their projections, into their ideas. We interview them, we review this, they have to fit the technology bucket. After that, they sort of, if they pass that bar, then they become a member of the community. And we have monthly members as well that are not quite ready to take that plunge, but still, are working on an idea and are not ready to get a license, in which case they go through an interview process as well. We meet everyone that joins. And once they've sort of passed that process, obviously we don't dive into the business plan and the growth as much because it's still early stage as a concept. But we do diligence the people because the community is probably one of the most precious things that we have. We have a very high quality community of entrepreneurs, simply because they're getting a license at a subsidized rate. They're entering a community of what we like to call doers. In fact, our slogan is "Make it happen." So there is quite a rigorous process to joining AstroLabs. We get a lot of applicants. Obviously, the first criteria is they have to be in tech. The second criteria is they have to be willing to give back to the community. 2 most important sort of things we look at. Well, the UAE is the natural hub for the region. It's a transparent jurisdiction. It's safe. It's got the right sort of tools in place with this whole Smart City Expo 2020 coming up. There's a lot of focus from the government on innovation and technology. And so it's also the natural hub for the region. If you think about it, if you draw a 4.5-hour flight radius around Dubai, That's a 2.2 billion people market. That's a massive market. So Dubai is the natural sort of gateway, I'd say, for the region. And we're seeing a lot of startups, both organic from here, but as well international ones that are coming and establishing themselves over here in the region. I think the challenges are twofold. There's always capital is always an issue, raising capital. I think there's a lot of capital out there. But I think our approach is a little different. We believe that capital is just part of the problem, so we don't actually take any equity in any of the businesses. We actually provide all the tools you need to grow your business. So, I mean, obviously establishing a business in Dubai is not easy typically. It's expensive, it's a rigorous process. I mean, up front, we sort of deal with that entire process for a startup. You can effectively set up a business in Dubai while sitting somewhere else. You can start the process. You can come here, you liaise with us. We manage the entire relationship and process with the DMCC. So we review the business plans, we review the documents. We have consultants we can use to help speed up the process. So it's like a one-stop shop in terms of registration. Then once you're here, you have an office space that's fully functioning. You don't have to worry about any administrative sort of issues. You see both. You see original ideas and you see a lot of ideas that have been done in other places. But the reality is that these markets, MENA and the UAE in particular, is also a very unique market. So while concepts may be similar, the application is completely different. The regulatory environment is different, consumer behavior is different. Dubai is a great market to test a product. You've got a unique young demographic that's very tech savvy. AstroLabs? Yeah, I'd have to say, I mean, I'm gonna go with us. It's a great place to meet people, I think, both for startups, for actual entrepreneurs to go and network, but also for investors and other sort of entities out there, or giants that need sort of exposure. Both for the entrepreneurs to gain exposure and sort of see the landscape, but also for other larger entities, investors or service providers that are attending, that are part of the ecosphere in general. It's a great opportunity for everyone to meet each other. So I would say, yeah, I mean, as an entrepreneur, it would probably be beneficial to attend.